There's Nishka on the beach again.
Yes.
Oh my
This is
God!
the first time I'm in the beach with you.
You're not with me. I'm in another country.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're sharing the beach with me.
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's the thought that counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what beach are you on?
I don't know. I'm just on a beach.
You just don't know. You're on a beach, but you don't know where. All right. Well, I know where I am, and it's time to do another test. Are you ready?
I guess.
Bad answer. Part 1, social interaction. I'm going to ask you 6 questions about 2 common topics, and you tell me what you think. Very easy. Topic 1, YouTube. Do you like watching videos? Why or why not?
I do. Well, I basically do because entertainment is required with work and stuff. So I usually spend my entertainment time watching videos or playing games. So I really
Videos and
like
games. Okay, so you like watching a lot for games and what? Education?
YouTube videos.
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
But you said for games, and what was the other one?
YouTube videos.
Okay. What kinds of videos then do you like watching?
Well, to be honest, I rarely watch educational videos, but I usually watch. I don't know if you have heard about it or not, but there's this kids TV show called Miraculous Ladybug. So I watch that.
Miraculous Ladybug?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one yet. Do you have a volume adjustment or something? It seems like your voice is kind of low, and I know my speakers are really high. No?
Is this fine?
Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, that's better. All right, third question. How often do you watch videos in a day or a week?
I watch YouTube videos daily. I the maximum time I watch is 2 hours, not more than that.
Okay. So why is that? Because of your other school schedules and commitments, or why?
Yeah.
Would you like to watch more?
I feel like that there should be a limit to everything. Anything excessive is not good. So 2 hours is totally normal for me.
That is true. My mom said nothing's bad for you in moderation.
Yeah.
Can't eat pizza every day, but once a week's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go to topic 2, outdoor activities. What outdoor activities do you do?
Currently I'm playing badminton. Yeah. And I sometimes after badminton I go and hang out with my friends in the park, and we run, we do cycling, we talk and stuff like that.
Okay. So which activities do you feel have the best health benefits? And it doesn't have to be the ones you do, but just in general, if you were to recommend some to other people, which would have the best health benefits in your opinion?
I feel like it depends on what you want to do best in. If you want to be tall, I would recommend swimming or basketball or things like that. But if you want to be flexible, you have to do gymnastics. So it totally depends on what you want to do.
That's true. So it depends on the individual. Yeah, yes. I think swimming is definitely one of the best. It works a lot of different muscles.
It does.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look into the future here and imagine that you have finished school and it is now your time to start your work and build your own house or buy a house. What would be the perfect place or environment for you to live, and why?
The answer is right behind me. Beach. Because um, like it's really peaceful, and like I'm that type of person that like even when I go to parties and like the music is really high, I like my head aches really bad. So when
When
it's like peaceful, I like my productivity is really high.
mm, um when you said something, Dubai.
No, I said parties. When I go to
Oh,
parties, like
parties.
yeah, the loud music makes my head ache.
Yeah, I noticed that with age. It changes. I used to like it, but not so much anymore. That's right. All right. So that is the first introduction to our part one. Next test that we do in 29, we will introduce part two for 29 and 30. And then we won't start part three until we get to interest 31. So that's good. That's good. Now we're going to go back to our normal standard, and we're going to go to classrooms around the world. So when you're ready, start.
Hell, I decided to apply for a faraway school, but this was definitely further than I imagined. And I never thought that a school classroom could be in a cave. It was really unusual. It was really an unusual place to have school. The families of a Chinese village had built the school known as Middle Cave Elementary School in the cave about 50 years before. They had transported the materials for the school furniture up the mountain. It took days, and then they made the tables and chairs by hand. The children came from many different places around the area and walked up a stone path to reach the school every day. I arrived at the school in early April to teach English conversation, and I helped the music teacher. Having these lessons in a cave was incredible because of the sound produced inside caves. The classroom made music by itself.
Mhm. Okay.
Carter. It was I wasn't sure what to do in the summer after I left
I
school.
wasn't sure. Don't forget that T. Wasn't.
I wasn't sure what to do in the summer after I left school and before I went to university. I was looking for ideas, and then I found out by agent about the teaching program for Fiji. I was able to apply because I had experience of working with children before. So I went to the Fijian island of Maclear for 3 months. Our classroom was fairly ordinary with desks and a blackboard. There were hardly any computers, but the walls were covered with colorful pictures and writings, mostly in English. I spent an amazing 3 weeks at the school helping the class teacher. The teacher had the most beautiful wooden desk that her grandfather had made for her by hand to celebrate her first job. It was a very different school to the one I had attended back at home. I thought that the children all worked really hard and they mostly did well.
Yeah.
Jade. I had a very special experience when I went to this school in Cuba a few years ago. 3 years earlier, the parents and teachers had built several outdoor classrooms for the summer terms. They had spent a lot of time talking about the design of the classroom, and eventually they decided to have lots of different classroom areas. There was a classroom in the vegetable garden, there was another one surrounded by trees, and there was even a classroom in a rose garden. Although there were a couple of sunflowers that someone had planted by mistake. The parents had put a lot of effort into making their children's learning a good experience. I think the children enjoyed it because they didn't feel as if they were in a classroom. However, I was teaching maths and I found I had missing a whiteboard. I had
I found.
missing having a whiteboard.
I had missed
I had
having.
missed having a whiteboard.
Yeah. Now, Carter went where? He said, so I went to the Fijian what?
Uh, so I went to the Fijian island of nuclear.
Iceland
New
is a country. Island.
island.
Yeah, that tricky yes. A lot of people miss it all the time. That it's silent when we talk about islands. No, really good. You're a very strong reader. It's good. All right. So what do you think? If you had a chance to go work with some teachers, maybe that could be for teaching programming or coding, whatever, where would you like to go? Would you like to go to a cave in China or Fijian Islands or perhaps Cuba with outdoor classrooms?
The most interesting one for me, I think, is the cave in China, because like I've never heard of a classroom in cave before. Like I could have imagined a classroom being outdoors, but never I had thought a classroom being in a cave.
Everybody chose the cave. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to see that one. And I would too. That sounds really cool. All right. So, of all these classrooms, which one was created by parents and teachers?
Um, it was a school in Cuba.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because you could probably say the cave too because they built it a long time ago, but specifically they're talking about how they got together and planned out classrooms in the garden and all this kind of stuff. So that is
Yeah.
the correct answer. And of course, the second one is which classroom was built by local people about half a century ago?
It was the school, like the caves classroom.
Yeah, how much is half a century? What's a century? Remember?
Uh,
Remember? A century, how many years is that?
100,
Yeah, so half a century,
50 years.
50 years ago. That's right.
I was like, I knew it was 50, but I was not confident in my answer.
That's okay. That's okay. That's why we do all these practice tests. So what about this one? Which classroom was built inside a natural hole?
Natural.
Hmm.
It was the school in Fiji, right? Or was it the one in China? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
well, most caves, if they're not man-made, they're natural holes.
Yeah, it was in China.
Yeah, China. Which classroom had very few computers?
Yeah, that one was the one in Fiji.
That one was what?
The one in Fiji.
Yeah, they specifically say that there was few computers. So that is the correct answer. But I have to say that it wouldn't matter which one you picked. As far as I can see from the photos, it doesn't look like anybody has computers outside in the garden.
Yeah.
And being halfway up a mountain in a village in China, I suspect they don't have much Wi-Fi or computers there either.
Yeah.
So, but it is the one in Fiji that they specifically talked about not having or having very few computers. So that is correct. Which one do you think would be great for music?
This one was the China one. The one that was in China, the cave one.
Yeah. Have you ever sung a song in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Different sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sound pretty good in the shower, but when I try to sing in the classroom, people run away. So, so there's definitely a difference. And the acoustics are very different for sure. Everybody sounds good in a cave or the shower when they're singing. Yeah. One of the teachers said it was challenging to teach. So the question is, or the answer I want is, who was it and why was it challenging? All right. Challenging in this case would be difficult.
I think it's Carter. I think just give me a second. I have to think about it.
Think about teaching math.
Yeah, then it's Jade because like
Yeah.
she didn't, or is it a girl or a boy? Because Jade, like they didn't have a blackboard or a
Exactly.
whiteboard, so that's why.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to teach a friend or someone mathematics and not having a whiteboard to be able to put the equations and formulas on a board for them to copy and look at?
Yeah, that would be very challenging.
Yeah. I think I could do English without a whiteboard, but I don't think I could teach math without one. That would be very
Yeah.
difficult. All right. So the last question here is, which teacher had a gift made by a relative?
It was Carter. Like the teacher that they were helping had gotten a wooden desk by her grandfather.
That's right. What was special about the wooden desk?
He gave it to her to celebrate her first job,
Yeah,
and
but
he made it by hand.
exactly. It was a handmade wooden
Yeah,
desk. It's really unfortunate that we don't have a picture of this hand wooden desk because I'd really like to see it.
yeah. Like by the way that the person is describing it, it seems really beautiful.
Yeah, probably took a few people to carry it, especially if they made it in some nice hardwood. Yeah, all right. Very good. Very good as usual. It's unfortunate that you haven't been able to go to the classes, but you continue with the reading. And of course, that keeps you in contact with us and the other students. So you're getting lots of practice, and it's great to review and make sure that you're still getting through the levels in the test periods. So it works out well, and you're doing just fine. So Interest 29 will be next week. You're still in Badminton, or you still can't join?
Uh, the classes is on Friday, right?
Still Friday evenings. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah. All right. Good job. We will see you in reading class, and I will edit this as soon as I can, and you will get to see it on YouTube.
Bye.
Goodbye, Nishka.